Hi, this is Dee with Brown Girls Invest Too. Today I'm bringing to you my April dividends. I want to talk about the payouts that I received in April, as well as the importance of getting dividend increases. And I am doing this today because tomorrow I'll actually be very busy celebrating my partner's graduation. I want to wish you congratulations. I know you worked hard for this, and I'm looking forward to celebrating with you and the family. But right now, let's get to these dividends. I've got May up. I need to get April up. Just what we're talking about today. Okay. So for the month of April, I believe I received $1,167.57. And the breakdown goes like this. Now, I am going to speak to you about the dividends that I received for April, but I also want to express the importance of continually having income come in for yourself and income that is growing. I do not work, and actually 3 weeks ago I had a medical emergency where even if I did work, I wouldn't have been able to. And so it's important to always have forms of income, passive forms of income that are coming in, that will come in whether you're sick or not, right? So you're not actually having to trade your time for money, and you'll still be bringing enough money in to support yourself. So again, let me talk about the dividends that I did receive for the month of April. So between the first and I have a total of 9 payments that I received for April, and Lamb Research, Merck, that's a pharmaceutical company, and PepsiCo paid me a combined $811.50. And the second week of April, I received, this is a new fund for me, and I forget the name sometimes. I'm just building my position. This is the Fidelity 500 Index Fund. So between them, this ticker symbol is FXAIX, and Taiwan Semiconductor, I received a total of $76.66. During the third week, I received from Stag Industrial. Stag is a monthly dividend repaying company. Okay, and so I received $40.94 from them. In this last week of April, I've received from, and by the way, this is another new fund for me, so I'm not accustomed to saying the name just yet. It is Wisdom Tree U.S. Quality Dividend Growth Fund, ticker symbol DGRO. I'm going to call it DGRO. And JP Morgan Chase, as well as the Qs, that's the NASDAQ fund. They paid me a combined $238.48. All of those payments total $1,167.57. Now, what I want to talk about here at least, is that some of these companies had already announced a dividend increase. Each year, companies will have an annual shareholders meeting. And at that meeting, what will be talked about is what the company has done in the past quarter or the past year, and what they expect to happen in the upcoming quarter, as well as guidance for the entire year. In that, they will have different initiatives that they will allow shareholders to vote on. If you are owner of record of that company, they will send out something like this, which says your vote counts, okay? And so this allows the shareholders of that company, in this case it is Carvana, to vote on whatever initiatives they have, or if they're trying to bring on a new officer, or whatever the case may be. Carvana does not actually pay a dividend. These are a couple of forms that I just haven't shredded yet. Who does pay a dividend is PepsiCo. All right. So PepsiCo sent this out. And by the way, Carvana meets on May 5th. I've got to get my vote in by May 5th. And PepsiCo needed to have their vote in by today, April 30th. In those meetings, they will also vote on whether they're going to increase the dividend that company is actually paying out. And so back in March, PepsiCo announced a 7.11% dividend increase. Now, 7.11% is actually pretty great. The reason it's great is because the rate of inflation is 3.1%. So any money that you're making, whether it's from your work or whether it's from some investment that you have, you want that to be outpacing the rate of inflation. Rate of inflation right now is 3.1%. 7.1 is actually pretty great, and it keeps you gaining money and not losing much ground at least. So PepsiCo announced in March that they were going to have a dividend increase payable in June. So I'm expecting that raise to come from me in June. Home Depot announced a 7.7% increase. Now, 7.7 is great. However, Home Depot normally increases their dividend by about 15%. They're not doing it this go around, but they actually have a pretty hefty dividend anyway. And by the way, Home Depot has been growing their dividend for the past 15 years. Another company that actually paid me this month was JP Morgan Chase. They announced a 9.5% dividend increase, and that is payable. Actually, it was paid today on April 30th. In April, Johnson & Johnson announced that they would have a 4.20% increase that's payable in June. Stag Industrial announced a 3.9% dividend increase payable in June as well. And Procter & Gamble announced a 6.99% increase, which is payable next month in May. I don't have the companies that are potentially going to raise their dividend in May, but I'll bring that to you at that time. I hope that you are either I hope that you're receiving dividends to begin with. I hope you're investing. I hope you're receiving dividends. I hope you're owning companies that pay an increase and you're receiving those raises as well. And that the money that you're receiving, you're allowing that money to try and snowball, right? So that at some point you'll become financially independent or financially free. Again, thank you so much for watching. And by the way, congratulations to all of the graduates out there. I wish you much success, and I wish you success in all of your investing and everything you do. Have a great one. I'll talk to you next month, okay? Oh my goodness, I forgot to mention a few things. First of all, if there was anything in this video you didn't understand or you may need help with, I'm going to leave my Calendly link. You can book some time with me. We'll set up some time and see what works for you, and we'll get you a financial plan going. Next, I will be presenting with 6 other dynamic women in the Redefining Your Life Abroad Summit. That's happening August 10th through 11th. We will talk about getting your money right to prepare to move abroad and also thrive abroad. We'll have someone speaking on government contracts. We'll have someone teaching you how to continue to grow and build your business to take it with you. Take your money with you when you leave the U.S., as well as someone will help you build a brick and mortar business, right? We also will have someone talking about moving your family and your kids abroad. We're going to cover everything you need to be able to thrive living outside of your home country. I hope you can join us. Again, I'll leave that link in the comments as well. You guys have a great one. That's it for now. Thank you.